Tuesday. My name's Paul Church from Clarity Crafts here in the UK. How's everybody doing today? I shall do my usual introduction whilst we wait for people to pull up a chair and get comfortable. I can see we've got some viewers in the room. Oops, I need to flick over to chat so I can see all the chat. There we go. Good morning, good morning. Carol's in the room, in Little, early to the party, and there's the lovely the lovely Mo. Sorry, Mo. I've got cows on the brain after last week. Good morning, Anja. It's lovely to have, here comes everybody. The lovely Josie Davidson's in the room. Karin, here comes everybody. I love this. I love watching everybody sort of join the party. Glynis is with us today as well. Ken, Sue. Yeah, it's lovely to be back again. It does feel like a long time since last Tuesday. The lovely Sue is in the room with you today, and she said the sound is all nice and clear. Oh, poor Mo. Mo's full of cold. No mooing today then. There's the lovely Jane, Pat Hoskins. Pat, I have seen your email. I will reply to it, I promise. And thank you, as always. It always means so much when I get an email from the lovely Pat. So yeah, Tuesday again. As I say, it feels like last Tuesday was a long time ago, but I can't think what I've been doing in between there. There was no TV. Tina was on Saturday with the Frilly Circle and Frilly Square friends. So if you missed that, you can watch up on Catch Up. The lovely Dawn Wheeler did the Linda's Compendium part 2, I think it was. Or was it part 3? Part 2 in stamp form. So yeah, it's been a busy old time at Clarity Towers. Barb's back, Barb and Dave from their sort of trip away. And if you follow Barb's blog, which is barbbrigadeblog.com, then she posted a blog on Monday and also Sunday and Monday. And we'll have a lovely blog today as well for our new design of the week. So yeah, and then we've got lots going on this week. I've printed off loads of bits and pieces, just to give you a heads up on what's coming up this week. So while everybody's pulling up a chair, let's have a look. What have we got coming up this week? So on Thursday on Create and Craft at 4 and 8, I've got the brand new and exclusive from Linda Williams, and I shall give you a sneaky peek later on today. So that's Thursday at 4 and 8, then the final hour at 8 a.m. on Friday morning. Then Barb's got some fantastic new items coming out on Friday at 9 and 1. Yeah, really sort of beautiful stamps and postcards and stencils and you'll have to tune in to see what else is on. And then, believe it or not, it's the 1st of October on Sunday. So being the first Sunday of the month, we've got Barb's 2-hour special at between 3 and 5. So and some new products on there as well to get you into the festive mood, so to speak. So I don't mean to say that, sorry about it. I was having a word with the lovely Sue earlier, and she said, what creatures are we going to see this week? The week before we saw aliens with Mo. Last week it was sort of like a cow. I don't have a plan on seeing what's going to come out of today's development, but who knows? Sometimes we see different things, don't we? So yeah, so we've got lots of sneaky peeks. Do that probably about 1/2 the hour. But we're going to continue our journey with, I'll put that over to one side, working through the Pergamano Handbook for Multi-Needle Tools, Volume 2, written by the lovely Linda Williams. And I know many of you have invested in the book and also the tools. And we've been going through week on week, having a look at the different tools that Linda decided to showcase in Volume 2. We also have Volume 1 available as well. So if you want to catch up on previous ones, you can do that. So we started off with the Pico V Small. Then we moved on to the Pico V Medium. And you think, okay, same design, different size, but it's amazing what you can do with the different sizes. Excuse me. Then we went to the Pico V Large. Then after that, we went to the angle tool. And the Pico V originated from the angle tool because they were some new designs that we introduced when we purchased Pergamano. After the angle tool, we then looked at the cross tool, and that was a really interesting one. This wasn't the one where we saw the aliens, was it? No, I think that was a bit further on down the road. Then we looked at the 4-in-4. It must have been, which was the one that had the aliens? I can't remember now. Oh, it was this one. It was the angle tool, wasn't it? There's an alien in there somewhere, according to Mo. But last week we saw, when we was working with the 4-in-4, I mean, look, you got a little smiley face there. I saw a pig or a cow. Can't remember how we got to that point, but we did. And then this week, we're looking at two tools combined. So we're looking at the heart and the almond, or almond, however you wish to pronounce it. So we have the lovely finished sampler from Linda Williams. Then we have our cutting and perforating guide as well, and the two different tools in play. So in a way, it's been divided in half. Half of it has been taken up with the heart, and the other half has been taken up with the almond. Okay. Then we have an introduction from the lovely Linda, and we then have our pattern, which we need to copy. Okay. So we're going to copy this on the thinnest copy paper that you can, because obviously we don't want to use our book as our pattern. Okay. So I've got a couple that I've just photocopied. You need to make sure that it is the same size. You don't want to reduce it or enlarge it because the needles won't fit. So we have our pattern. What else are we going to need? We're going to use all the usual thing that we've been using for weeks on end. We need our Pico foam for our shallow perforating, or our first level of perforating. Then we need our super foam. So I'm using the A4 versions. So we need that. We need our pattern. We need our two tools in question, which are the heart. There we go. The heart and the almond. Okay. We know now we need 2 tumble dry sheets. We need some Groovi tabs. I'll pop those on there. I'll forget where they are in a minute. And we need our Groovi card. And then potentially we can use our 1 needle fine, our 1 needle bold, and also our wooden tools from the starter kit, number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see how far we get on today's journey. So that's what we're going to need for this session. And don't forget, every Sunday on the Clarity Matters blog, the lovely Glynis has done 2 projects for us to put into practice what we can do with the tools. So here's some photos of one of the projects coming up this Sunday. And Glynis has taken that lovely heart to go around the nested tags. She's introduced it into the clothing, and then just as lovely little decorative elements. And I think this has got to be one of my favourite ones. So here we've got the almond going around the outside, and I love this pattern here. And these patterns are all found on the patterns here, okay, and the lovely Glynis will guide us through each of these projects this coming Sunday, which is the 1st of October, over on the Clarity Matters blog. And the lovely Sue has popped the link up for you to keep an eye out for that every week. And if you've missed any of our previous episodes, then you've got several places you can go back and watch on the Clarity Stamp YouTube page. You can go back and look at all the step-by-step tutorials from Glynis on the Clarity Matters blog. As I say, Barb's back from her trip away, Barb and Dave. So she did a blog on Sunday, a blog on Monday, and we're Tuesday today, so there'll be another blog today. And then there'll be blogs and sneaky peeks of the upcoming TV shows. So make sure you check that out on a daily basis. Okay, I think we're ready to go, aren't we? Okay, so let me pop all my different bits to one side, so to speak. Now I'm going to keep the book to hand because I'm going to have a look at which ones we're going to go for. So let's have a look. What should we go for first? Decisions. See, I love this pattern here. See, now these, the way that Linda has created this one, I'll zoom in shortly. I'm seeing things now, but I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm sure you can see different images as well. I love this. This is really effective. I like that corner. I love this, the wavy heart. So all of these patterns are contained within the book for us to use, okay, with ease. So we haven't got to worry about positioning, lining it up, coming up with different combinations. So I quite like this one here with the almond, but I also like this one as well. So this one here is that one. And then this one here is this one. So I reckon we'll start off nice and easy, he says. Ha, ha, ha. No, they are easy. Linda makes it easy for us, doesn't she? So I'm still looking, I can see pictures here. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to pop the book to one side. So to start off for our sandwich combination, we need our Pico foam, okay, for our shallow perforating. We need one of our tumble dry sheets laid down like so. Then our pattern is going to sit on top, a piece of parchment. But what we're going to do first is we're going to wipe both sides of the parchment. Why do we wipe both sides? Come on, let's see if you've been paying attention these last few weeks. I'm sure you have. Okay, so wiped both sides. Let's position that where we want it to be. And we'll attach with our goofy tab. Our goofy tabs. A row of rabbits wearing sunglasses. Ken's on it today. I knew I could see something. There we go. If I take that row out. Oh, goodness me. Right. I'm going to use my groove guide. I'm going to zoom in, but we're going to go with the almond tool first, like so. And I'm just going to stretch up. 1950s rabbits. Why would they be 1950s? Are you thinking, hang on, which way am I going? Are you thinking Hugh Hefner? Woo, that's nice and close. Okay, let me just bring that down. And I'm going to move over this way in a minute because I'm going to come in on, on the other camera because we've established that the other camera is better for you to see. Ah, my glasses. Oh, the glasses, not my glasses. Thanks for the reminder. I do need my glasses as well. Okay, so let's come in on this one. And I'm getting the hang of this one now. There we go. So what we're going to do first, see, I love this pattern. And this is the almond tool. And how many needles do we have in here? So, hang about, let me have a count. One, probably tells me in the book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. 1, I can't count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 needles. Okay. So let's see whether it works for me coming in from the back and coming forward. So remember that the same technique, we just need to position first, and then once we're happy, we then perforate. Okay, what have I forgotten to do? I've forgotten something, and I really noticed it when I just did that. Did anyone spot my mistake? I forgot to stab my tool. Absolutely. That was, you watch it, it's going to be surprising how much a difference it's going to make. So I'm going to bring my super foam in, and I'm going to fold up my tumble dry sheet, and I'm going to punch the tool. There we go. I'm glad everyone's been paying attention. So we're lubricating those needles. It would have been easier to count the dots. It would indeed. That's the easy way. Mary wants to know if you can get the Frilly Edge tutorial on YouTube. The only way that you can get that, Mary, is to go on to the Create and Craft website and watch on Rewind, I think they call it, or Catch Up. You should be able to go back. The easiest way of doing it, I found, is when you go to the Create and Craft website and you go to the TV schedule, it'll obviously bring up today's schedule. And if you go backwards, then what you can do, you can go back to Saturday, and then you can look at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So if you look at the 1 o'clock, scroll down or up, and then click on Watch Now, you'll be able to watch those back again. And I believe they're there for 60 days, I think it is. So that's it. That's the best way of sort of watching it back from Tina. Okay, so now that I've lubricated my needles, let me come back in on this one. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to turn my work. So let me move these tools out of the way. Actually, let's do this one down here first. Just saves a bit of turning. So make sure my needles are in the right place. Big difference. Big difference. Okay. So that's that one. So now we're going to turn it. And let me see. So I'm finding it easier. Excuse me. Let me just have a sip of coffee. I've got a little tickle in my throat. Apologies for that. I'm going to put the fan on as well because it's quite drying here. We didn't have our weekly weather report, did we? Okay, hopefully the fan's not too loud for you. So there's the next one there. And next one just there. That went a little bit wonky, but you know what? We're practicing, aren't we? So needle at the back, lean forward, and replicate down the bottom. That's better. So this is great that Linda has given us these patterns to make it easiest for us, because what you can do is you can take just little elements of the design and add them into your projects, just like Glynis has done in her step-by-steps. So now I'm going to carry on to the next one. So what I'm going to do now is, right, let's start up here. Let's do something a little bit more logical. So I wasn't looking at the bigger picture. I was looking at just the individual design. Okay. So turn our work so it's comfortable for us, just like so. And we follow the pattern. So what we're doing is we're just taking these, I suppose in a way they're like little flowers, aren't they? And if you find that all of a sudden you start to struggle with your perforating, then just go back in and with your rolled up tumble dry sheet and just re-lubricate the needles. I mean, they're being lubricated every time we perforate because I created the sandwich of the Pico foam, the tumble dry sheet, then the pattern, and then my parchment. So they are being lubricated to a point every time we perforate. And I think that definitely makes a difference when we're working with a multi-needle tool. Okay. So let's go around. So we've done like this. It doesn't take long to get going. It really doesn't. Okay. I missed that one. There we go. So we've got all of our designs perforated now. Where's my little bit of black card? Just so we can pop that underneath. So when we have a look, there we go. So if you want to, you could move it and put another one in there if you want to. So you could have like a little set. But that piece that Glynis has created for the project on Sunday, there we go. That's it, exactly how it is. Now what Glynis has done, she's done white work in all of the almonds. Okay. What Linda's done, she's done a combination of white work and pico cutting. Okay, but you could do you could pico cut all of it if you wanted to. It's all about having the choices. Okay, so anywhere where there's white work within the design, you can pico cut, and anywhere it's been pico cut within the design, you can do white work. Or you can just leave them exactly as they are and just go with the perforating design. Here we can see just the almond just perforated on its own. Okay. So I've done that one like so. So let's have a look at the heart one. And I said I was going to go with this one here, didn't I? So let me come back in on this camera. Do I need to zoom in that camera a little bit more? Are you happy with the closeness? Are we okay with that? Let me know what you think. Okay. So now we're going to go with the heart tool. Okay, I'm just having a read. So should we do the easy way then and count how many dots there are in the heart? I'm going to start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 needles in this one. I haven't done the middle bit with the 2-needle tool. What middle bit? I don't think I've missed anything, Jill. Okay. Right. So let's do this one then. This is the heart. So first off, mustn't forget, I'm going to lubricate the needles. Wow. Did I say 14? 14 needles. Does it require? Let's have a little looky. Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah, sorry, Jill. Yeah. With a 2 needle tool. I'm confused.com. It might come to me when I try and do something. So on the one I've just done. Okay, we'll come back to that one in a moment. It might sink in by then what I've missed. Okay. Okay. Right, Marilyn, I always have a job trying to find you live on Tuesday and Friday. I try on Facebook and YouTube, but only get the back videos. I am a member. Please could I get a reminder on Facebook? I've been really lucky today because my husband found you on his phone. Oh. Okay, so if you watch via YouTube, if you sign up to YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, and then when we go live, you'll get notification. Now, when you're looking at the YouTube page, there's normally across the sort of the top, there's different titles, sort of like I can't think what it's. Let me just see if I can bring it up. I won't be able to bring it up on screen, but if I bring it up in front of me, I might be able to talk you through. So yeah, so you've got home, you've got videos, you've got live, playlists, community, channels, and about. So if I go to live, then I can see all the previous live editions. Okay. So you can subscribe to YouTube and you'll get notification, and then it should pop up. But if you go onto YouTube, say like 5-10 minutes or so before, you'll see that if you go into the live section, that I'll be ready at 10 o'clock, for example. The Fridays is only once a month when I do a craft along, and the next craft along with the new and exclusive, I think, is the 20th. Let me just check my calendar. Hang on, phone's not recognizing my face. Calendar, September. Yeah, Friday the 20th at 7 p.m. will be the next craft along using the next collection of Linda Williams layering frames, which I'm going to launch on Thursday, but give you a sneaky peek of in a moment. Okay. In relation to Facebook, we post the link on there, and I'm not sure whether we pop a reminder up saying, oh, in 10 minutes time and stuff like that. I'm not sure whether that happens. But I know from experience the way in which Facebook works, depending on your timeline, stuff can go through so quickly that you can easily miss it. So for me, the best way of watching, if I was watching at home, would be on YouTube. Okay, but I know if you go to the Clarity Stamps Facebook page, you should be able to see all the videos there as well. So I hope that helps. But as I say, I've just seen Sue, and she says she will send you a link on how to sign up and everything else. So I hope that helps. Right, okay, let's do these little hearts. I don't know why I said that with an accident. Accident? Was a bit of an accident. Right, let's have a look. So, which is going to be the best way for this one? I reckon the point of the heart and go forward. Let's have a look. Get my head in the way. Okay. Wow, you can definitely feel the difference with the number of needles perforating this particular design. What did I say it was? 14, didn't I? So what I'm doing all of these in this direction first. Okay. And it's definitely rather, I mean, I suppose, can I turn the tool this way? Is that easier? I suppose. Yeah, that sort of works from the side. But I'm just going to go around and, I don't know. No, I think going from the tip of the heart up. Jane saying, but you need to set notifications to alert you. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, I mean, I don't use YouTube that much, so to speak. Okay, so let's have a look. So excuse my head's not coming in, is it? Okay, and so it's all about getting that first point in at the base of the heart, and then I'm looking around here, because if these are lined up, then I'm presuming and hoping that these ones are lined up as well. So Ken says he watches YouTube on the telly for the details and Facebook on his phone to join in the chat. That's a good idea. Yeah, because if I was at home and I was watching on YouTube, I would definitely be watching on my TV as well. And I think most smart TVs now have that capability of being able to do that. And I'm not saying everyone's got to go out and buy a smart TV, but it definitely makes a difference. When I watch Create and Craft on my TV, I watch via YouTube. Okay, so we're going to go. It doesn't. Once you get your eye in, so to speak, your positioning sort of becomes easier. I mean, it's not. I just need to slow down a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Excuse me. Little tickle. Tina had a little tickle when she was on TV at the weekend. Love the effect of those frilly circles and frilly squares. Really does. They're a great way for learning, honing your white work skills. Right, let's come in on the overhead. Where are we? We're down here, and let's pop that onto there. See, so we've got a love. They look like 4-leaf clover as well, don't they? So yeah, I like that pattern, and I really like that pattern. That's a really nice sort of finishing touch, isn't it? Even just using one of them, and like Glynis has used here. Glynis has just used one of them. Really, really pretty. I totally agree, Mo. Okay, so before we move on to the next bit, who wants a sneaky peek of the new and exclusive? No? Shall I carry on then? Nobody wants to. You've got to be quick to answer. I know there's a time delay. Do you want a sneaky peek? Mo, of course you do, Mo. Just Mo, nobody else? Helen, Karin, Ken? Yeah? Okay. So, as you know, over the past previous months, we've been launching some fantastic layering frames from Linda Williams. And each collection or release has got 3 A4 square plates in them. Okay, and they've got varying different frames on them. And each month has had a different theme. So we had, the first one was Christmas. The second one was countryside. Then we had the Oriental. And now we're off to Tuscany. Okay. And what I love about what Linda's done, so you've got the 3 different plates. One of them has this fantastic sort of effect that is like a dotted cross stitch or a tapestry. And you can mix and match all the frames from all of the collections and all of the Groovi stash that you already have in your collection. Okay. So let's have a look. Now, where have I put them? Have I lost them? Did I forget to bring them in? No, of course I didn't. Okay, so let's have a look at the 3 plates in question. And you know what? As this collection continues, I always have a favourite frame until I see the next one. I mean, I've seen all the next ones. But when you see what the design team have done and what Linda's done with them, you think, no, that's my favourite. And then you think, no, that's my favourite. It is so hard. I can't have favourites anymore. Okay, I'll stop teasing Mo. So, okay, so the first one in the collection, I'm going to put the book in place just so I can get the overhead camera in the right position. Okay, so zoom out. I know, I'm such a tease. I'm sorry. Not really. Okay. Right, okay. So, as I say, we're off to Tuscany. And the first plate in the collection is the Tuscan Roses and Portico. Okay, so Linda, as usual, has put so much detail on these designs. We've got the lovely centerpiece. You've got the door there. Now let me put this into context now with some artwork from the design team. Okay, so you ready? So this piece is by Linda herself. Okay, so look at the plate and then look at the artwork. Look at the plate, this frame, this frame, this frame, these little sort of bouquets of roses. So that one's from Linda. This one is from Francis. And then this one, I don't know how Jill's done this. This is from Jill Askham. Okay. And this is decoupaged. But look, watch. The door's open. Sorry, I went all squeaky then. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? And I love this. See, I never noticed this pattern on it before. See, it's there, but I didn't notice it. Okay. So there's those 3 pieces there. So that's one plate. Okay. So let me pop that to one side. Then the next plate is called Village in Tuscany. Okay. Look. I love this frame. See, I'm terrible because I see things every time I look at it. And that's why it's always, we suggest it's a good idea that you trace out the plate when you first get them. Okay, so this is a piece of artwork from Linda herself, and that's just using the smaller frame, but it's also giving you a sneaky peek of the dotted cross stitch one as well. So it shows how, and this is one of the demos I'm going to attempt at 8 o'clock on Thursday evening. Francis Knott. Now I think these flowers, I'll have to get clarification from Linda, but I think, are these called bougainvilleas or something like that? That's what they remind me of. And then the third piece I'm going to share with you is from the lovely Karen Jackson. So isn't it clever how you can change the look? Now look at this one. This is interesting because the frame is smaller. So what Francis has done, she's omitted that circular design. Okay. So that is the Village in Tuscany. Then we move on to the third one, which is the dotted cross stitch one. And this is the dotted cross stitch Tuscan balcony. Now for me, I can, whenever I see this one, it reminds me of sort of like an opera singer. I don't know why. Singing on a balcony, singing opera. I know. funny what images conjure up, isn't it? So you can lose count on the number of frames on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Together, 9. Together, 10. That one and that one, 11. And you've got the lovely little bird boxes. You've got your flowers. These lovely little corners. Rene and Renata, yes. That's exactly. Mo, this is scary. We're on the same wavelength. Scary for you, not for me. This is a piece that Linda has created, which will be another of my demos. And this has all been pico cut in between, if you wanted to. Okay. Then we've got one from the lovely Glynis. I love this one, the black and the white, the monochromatic look. Very striking, very elegant. Then we've got the third piece from Jane Telford. Really nice on that one as well. And then, as always, when we bring you the latest release, we've got the 3 A4 squares, and then we have a companion plate. Is this my favourite companion plate? Oh, I don't know. So this one is beautiful. Okay. And I'm going to read it out. Hopefully I'll get it right. Count the meadow by the flowers and not the weeds that grow. Upon your face a gentle breeze, earth's music through the dancing trees. Bright blue skies, sunshine streaming. This is the perfect place for dreaming. Okay, it wasn't too bad. Got poppies and cornflowers and barley or wheat or something like that. Okay. A piece by Linda Williams using that frame from the first plate we looked at. Okay. And what Linda's done, she's weaved the words around the inside. Okay. Another one by Francis. Okay. And then the final one by Carol Baker. This is using the designer parchment in the background and then clear parchment on top. Okay. So I know you didn't really want to see those, did you? Because you got enough Groovi plates. You don't need any more Groovi plates, do you? I can see. So then just to recap on what we've got coming up. Where's my piece? I've got so much paper on this table. Where have I put it? There we go. Okay, so just for those of you that maybe tuned in, this is what we've got coming up on TV this week. So we've got the new and exclusive on Thursday with myself at 4 and 8. So I hope you can keep me company on that. Then 8 a.m. on Friday morning is the final hour of the new and exclusive. Then at 9 and 1, some fantastic new products from Barb. Keep an eye on Barb's blog this week. She gave you a sneaky peek of something yesterday. But if you love words, this is, or you're looking for some instant artwork, then yeah, Friday's show at 9 and 1, and the demos lined up are fantastic. And then Sunday, the 1st of October, it can't be the 1st of October, Barb's normal 2-hour, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m, and lots of festive designs on that one as well. Oh, and some fantastic new stencils. Yes, stencils on those. Yeah, I remember now. It's all coming back to me. So there's plenty there to keep you occupied from Thursday. Have a day off on Saturday. Go and do something nice. Maybe do some crafting. And then come back and join us on Sunday. So yeah, fun. Oh, what's that popped up? Let me get rid of that on my screen. Okay, right. So have I been naughty enough? Oh, have I lost you? Says something has gone wrong with my connection. Are you still there? Anybody there? I think you're still there. Anybody? You're with us. Good. Whew. I hate it when the things pop up like that and it says, it said I disappeared, but I was back. I went and came back. Was that good or bad? Should I have just gone? Maybe that was somebody telling me off for being naughty, for teasing you so much. Oh dear. Right, let's go back to our multi-needle tools. Okay. So where am I? Where have I put everything? See, I got so excited to share with you. I love my sneaky peeks. Right, okay. So let's go back on the overhead. So now if I take my parchment off of my pattern, so now I can decide, let's move that out of the way. Okay, pop the pattern over one side. And you can use the pattern several times depending on your perforating. Okay, so let's have a look at different combinations that we've got for this. So we've done this one and we've done this one. So Linda's done a combination of picot cutting and white work on both these designs. But when we have a look at the piece of artwork that I've lost from Glynis, so on the heart, Glynis has done white work on all of them. Okay, whereas on the other piece, which Glynis has done white work on all of those as opposed to a combination. So what I want to do, I want to picot cut all of one of these. All of one of these? I'm going to picot cut one of these, okay, in all of the petals. Now, in order to do that, what I want to do is I want to reperforate, okay? So it makes it a little bit easier for me. Now, I'm guessing because of the closeness of the pattern, I'm going to zoom in now so we can see this. I'm guessing from the closeness of the pitch between each of the perforations that the one needle bold is going to be too big, okay? But I'm going to try it on one and see what we get. Now, in order to reperforate or deep perforate, I need to pop my super foam underneath my picot foam. Okay. And so I'm playing here, okay? I'm going to give it a go and see what I get. So if I take my one needle bold first, okay, let's concentrate on, let's go in the oval. So let's see. So I'm holding the tool upright and I'm just reperforating using the one needle bold. Okay. I'm hoping you're still with me. Everyone's gone quiet in the chat. Or are you sort of working out your budget for the upcoming TV shows? Have you all passed out? Concentrating. Okay. Right. So this one looks a bit clunky. Okay. With the one needle bold. And I'm going to risk going into several perforations as I move my way round. Okay, so for me, that's now lost its design element. Okay, I might be wrong, but I'm going to do this one with the one needle bold, just for completion, just so we can compare the different effects and looks. Okay, and you'll get into a rhythm. I mean, I'm no Josie Davidson when it comes to perforating. I'm not sort of a sewing machine like Josie is. I just need to take my time. Okay. Right. So I've still got the pattern of sorts. But yeah, I totally agree with Jane. I've lost the design element. Okay. So now, but I think it's good to try it. Just to show the difference. So now if I go with the one needle fine, it's definitely increasing the perforations. Okay. And I would say when you're using a multi-needle tool, some of them you can deep perforate straight away. Okay. But some of them you definitely need to do your shallow perforating first and then go back in and reperforate, just like we're doing here. I would say that I would struggle doing a deep perforation with this particular tool because of the number of needles. Okay, maybe with or not necessarily the number of needles, but maybe more the design. Because I know with the Pico V's, I could probably deep perforate first time. If I just wanted to do the cutting, so to speak, and no additional white work. Okay, so I forgot to say we're still working on the front. And also, as the pitch between each of the needles is so close, when I've used the bold needle, okay, you see I've got more sort of whiteness because it's broken up it's broken the fibers more because it's that bigger hole. Okay, so personally, the one needle fine to reperforate. Yeah, that's the one that I would go for, definitely. So if I take my ring lock scissors now, let me just Pico cart, let me see. Ooh, let's do this one. Okay, so I haven't warmed up. I'm just going in straight away and I'm turning. My hand is comfortable. And I'm just turning it all the way. This hand here isn't moving. Where have I been? Hang on. Forgot which one I was doing now. I think it was this one. Soon find out in a minute. Okay. Is that the one? Did I do that? I think I did. No, it wasn't. It was this one over. That's all right. We'll do this one. Okay. Oh. Let's have a look. We'll do this one first. There we go. So I've got my one there. It's the other one. There we go. If I put the scissors on whilst I turn my parchment, it's because I was trying to read the messages. whilst I turned the parchment. There we go. Okay, so that's, I want to do more now. You get into the, okay, I'm going to do all of it just to see what it looks like. Okay. And then I'll do a couple on the fine ones. Okay. But can you see how this hand isn't moving? What's moving is the parchment. See, this is where it could all go wrong now with the bold, because they're very close to one another. So I could end up with one big hole. Okay, so still this. Yeah, see, I broke it now. You watch when I do this, because the pitch between the perforations is so close, by enlarging it, see, look, see what's happened? A little bit of a disaster, but you know what? I wonder whether we get something out. No. Okay. So definitely, I would say, I've got to snip that off now. You definitely do not want to use the bold needle. Okay. So let's go back to the one. You can see the difference, can't you? Where I've reperforated. This is a lot brighter than this one. Okay. So let me see. What am I gonna? Oh, decisions. Right. Let's do these ones in here. Glasses definitely help, especially with the using the one needle fine. Pico cutting is not so good today. That was a little bit dodged there. Let's go on this one. Like so. No, it's not very good. You're going too fast, Mr. Church. It's not a race. It is not a race. See, for me, this is a really good way. I would do this first before doing it on my work. I mean, you can see it didn't take long to perforate the design. Now, if this was a printed pattern and you'd have to do this with a single needle tool to create the shape, mine wouldn't look like that at all. They wouldn't look like almonds or petals, or it would just be a series of dots in a piece of parchment. But for completion, let's go and finish just this little design here. Okay. One more, and let's do this one over here. Go. Oh dear. Definitely should have took my time. I'm not rushed. There we go. Looks like holly. Looks like holly, doesn't it? Well, some of it does. And should I just do one heart? Let's do one heart so we can see what the heart looks like. I'm just going to turn this over, it's easier. Let's do a heart. Okay. Right, interesting. Anybody notice anything on this? What have I not done? Any ideas? The holly and the almond. Oh dear. Come on, who can tell me what I haven't done? Well done, Mo. Mo goes to the top of the class. I didn't reperforate, did I? Okay. So look at the state of that. Now, let's see something. I'm definitely going with the fine. Definitely going with the fine. And I'm going to re-perforate heart on this one. And let's have a look. Teacher's pet. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Right, it's definitely easier for me to see. Let's see if I get a better Pico. It might just be my rubbish Pico cutting today. You know, sometimes I'm sure it happens to the best of us. I'm sure we have good Pico days and bad Pico days. Or is it just... No, I'm sure we do. Okay, let's have a look. There we go. Coming round the corner now. It's still in the frame. To be honest with you, it's not much different. That blew that theory out the wall, didn't it? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's put today down to a bad Pico day. It's how I hold my mouth. To Pico or not to Pico? Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Jane, you can explain that comment later. I don't know. It's how you hold what when you're Pico cutting. Is that what you mean? Okay, like if your tongue's sticking out. Yeah, I think that's what you mean. So thank you once again for joining me. To lovely Sue, popping all the links up, likes up. Lovely Jane, Josie, Glynis, as always, they're on hand to prod me along and give me a few hints and tips as well of what they've done using the tools in the past, because they have a lot more experience using the tools than what I do. So don't forget, new and exclusive Thursday and Friday. Barb's on at 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock on Friday, and then back on your screens on Sunday for the 2-hour first Sunday of the month from 3 till 5. So enjoy the rest of your week. Batten down those hatches. I think we've got some strong winds, the tail end of a hurricane coming in. So maybe you want to gather your groovy goodies together and just go and hide in a dark room and shut the doors until Thursday evening or Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Then it's safe to come out and watch. So until next week. So Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and don't forget, Barb's back in the shack on Monday. So at 10 o'clock. And I'm sure she'll have something fantastic lined up for you. So take it easy, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.